Hello, I'm Crypto Diamond, and today's video we're going over gains in the bear market through providing liquidity and yield farming. And we're going to be using Swappi Dex as my example for making gains during the bear market as of right now. But before I get started, please don't forget I am doing a Balenciaga NFT giveaway contest which ends October 29th, 2022. If you want details on how to enter this contest, you do have to stay tuned to the end of this video. Alright, so let's just jump right on into it, guys. So a lot of you have been hearing about a permanent loss and not being able to make great gains through providing liquidity during the bear market, and I just believe the opposite. I have provided liquidity throughout the years. The worst time to get liquidity is actually during the highs when the markets are on bull runs and the prices are going up, because what happens then is you have these two tokens priced to high, pretty much at their all-time highs during a bull run, and then those tokens, or those liquidity tokens, are a lot harder to buy because they cost more for each token to pair up to create the LP. So in a bear market, when those prices pretty much bottom out, and those are the lowest prices that you believe, I'm saying you believe personally because we never know when the actual bottom is that's when you actually want to go ahead and start accumulating your liquidity tokens. So what I did is I found a great project, did some research, and figured this is my strategy is that both projects seem fairly well in line with their growth rate, or when they're going to grow. They seem that they're going to go together. So I did buy some Conflux tokens and PPI tokens and create liquidity with those. I mean, you can find many other tokens on the market to make pairs with if you want to do some diligent research on the projects you think can have a gain, because you do have to provide 50% of one resource and 50% of another. So US dollar tethers, an Ethereum pair, what have you, like BNB and another token pair for the BNB chain. Same with Poly. Every chain has their own liquidity pairs because liquidity is important when it comes to swaps. If you don't have liquidity, there's a lot higher transactional fees and a little bit more taking out when you're trying to swap assets over. So the more liquidity a project has, the more fluent the swap, and the less you're going to be spending in fees when you go and do that swap. Now, the upside of holding these liquidity tokens is you get a percentage of those fees rewarded to you just for holding liquidity there. It's locked up. Yes, it could be a little sum locked up, but it is an investment, and an investment you don't want to do on the short term. If you leave that to the day traders, I'm not saying you're not, but liquidity is something I see is a long-term hodl because you're accumulating tokens just for holding liquidity there. And with Swappi, I'm accumulating at a super fast rate. So let's come on over to the Swappi.io homepage. I'm going to pull it up for you guys right now. Beautifully laid out. And this is the first eSpace Dex for Conflux network as well. So I see great things happening for Swappi as this project progresses. And yes, it is fairly new, so the prices are really low. Don't let that scare you because there's a lot of things in the works with Swappi. And you can join their Telegram and find out what's going on. All right, so let's come on over to launch the app. You're gonna click on this button first. You do have to have a meta wallet for this pairing, and it runs on Conflux eSpace. And if you want the CFX adoption to your wallet, just go to chainlist.org and type in CFX, and you'll be able to find it and just add it to your meta wallet. All right, guys, and I'll put the links for all these resources in the video for you as well when I post this online. Now, here we are on Swappi, and you have the exchange, liquidity, farming, staking, lottery, and launchpad. So for the exchange, what you're going to want to do is pick the two tokens that you planned on creating liquidity with. And if you only have one, like $100 US tether, which is what I do, is I send tether in, or I bridge it through Meson, which you see up here in the corner. Let me just move my screen a little bit so you guys can see it. So right here where I'm circling the mouse, Meson.fi is the bridge I use, or the swap I use when I'm trying to bridge assets from Ethereum or Binance to Conflux eSpace. It's extremely cheap, extremely fast, and I've never had any security or breach issues using Meson. All right, so what you're gonna do after you exchange the 50-50 pairs, so what I'll do is I'll take 100 tether, spend like 49 or 48 on PPI. I don't spend the full half on PPI. And then I'll take the other half and put that fully on Conflux. And the reason for this is you can't have a zero balance of Conflux in your wallet if you want these transactions to go through. They're very minimal. One Conflux will last you quite a few transactions. But I like to hold on to a few because I do a lot of transactions. And I never know, like, if the prices go up, stuff like that. I like to have something to hold on to, single token wise as well. Then we're gonna come over to liquidity. You're not gonna find any pools on this chart right at the moment, but you're gonna go to add liquidity, click on it. Then for me, what I do is I click on PPI, and then I'll go on CFX, and then I'll do max. And right there, because it'll only do the max of PPI I have, I do max Conflux, that can screw me if I have more PPI than Conflux, because then I'll spend the entire amount of Conflux on the transaction and I'll get stuck. And you don't want to get stuck in transactions. It's a pain in the butt. You have to transfer more CFX to your wallet or mine for an hour until a couple CFX hit your wallet. And then you'll go ahead and click on supply. I'm going to do a very small amount for this for you guys, only like 6. It's going to cost me like 2 Conflux and like 50 PPI to make these pairs. As you can see, it's fairly simple. And this is a live transaction, so you can see how fast Conflux is even on eSpace. And you'll see, there it is. It's already been approved. For those of you who can't see it, I'm gonna move myself down here, right here. It literally took about 15 seconds to make that approval. I'm gonna move myself back up. And you can also use Fluent Wallet, which is the native wallet to the Conflux network. And if you want to download the Fluent Wallet, just go to Google, type in Fluent Wallet, and it should bring up the extension that you can add right to your browser. Let me go ahead and type that in for you guys. And right there, the first one up top, we're going to click on that. And this is the Fluent Wallet. So if you download the Conflux Fluent Wallet, you can also use this on Conflux Core Space and Conflux eSpace instead of using Meta. I just like to keep mine both separate. That's my preference. All right, so we can see over here is the farming. So they got dual farming, which I have not done yet, and this has been finished anyway, so this doesn't matter. But in the future, if they ever offer dual farming pairs, this is where you want to go. I believe you earn 2 different tokens when you do the dual farm. I just never actually got a chance to participate in this one. I did one for Conflux like a year ago, and it worked out great for me. I made some awesome gains. Then you got liquidity. We just did that. So we're going to go over here to farming, and here's where I have my pairs lined up. And as you can see, I'm at 190% APR. I've already earned 139 PPI tokens within an hour and a half with my farm set up the way it is. So I currently have 48,297 LP tokens between Conflux and PPI, which is roughly around $1,830 when I put it in this morning. So there is a gain right there, as you can see already. But with this gain, I am going to be losing either Conflux or PPI, depending on which one goes up in value. Because with liquidity tokens, both tokens have to maintain that 50-50 for each pairing. So if one goes up, one goes down. The other goes up, the other goes down. But if they go up at the same time, then you're not really losing anything per se, and you are actually gaining extreme value, and you're single token staking. When they go up in value, those will be worth more money as well. So it's up to you if you want to cash out your earnings or save them. I prefer to save mine and wait for the next bull run. I'm here for profit too, not just because I love the project, but you know, I'm an investor. So to get this APR though was a trick. So with Swappi, they have a cool system that makes you lock up single tokens as well. And so when you lock up these single tokens, they boost your mining APY or APR. So what I did is I took around $60. It's worth more now because PPI has gone up in value. I took $60 and I staked it for 4 years. And I did this not just because it increases my value, because I want to put something away as type of a 401k. So if I put it away for 4 years, I can't touch it, similar to a bond maturing when we used to buy bonds and CDs. So I'm just going to hold on to these tokens as a long-term investment. There's about 9,300 tokens there, but I'm going to leave those as my long-term investment, and I have them locked up so I can't touch them until, as you can see right here, August 26, 2026. So about 4 years, and then I can go ahead and pull these off. Hopefully it'll be worth a lot more by then, which I'm pretty sure they will be, but still it's a risk because I am locking up, you know, that amount of money for that amount of time. But sometimes you have to lock money away from yourself so you don't make emotional decisions like I used to and just sell when prices drop, because sometimes they'll drop and then they'll hit an all-time high 2 months later. You never know. It's a very volatile market. All right, so with the farms as well, we have multiple peerings here on Swappi. So they've got US dollar, more of a stable coin, because US dollar will always be a dollar no matter what. So this is your most stable liquidity farms, the ones you'll find with a US dollar or a US dollar, some sort of US pairing with the token. They're called stable coins or stable pairs. Then you have the higher risk, and that's why you get more rewards, because it is a risk and they want to make sure you get rewarded for taking that extra risk and believing in the project. And that's why this is worth more. But if you guys want to look into more, there was a tweet all about Conflux not too long ago, which is definitely maybe want to go ahead and jump up my account. We're going to go over here to the page. I'm going to pull up that article for you guys. And here we are on the Conflux Twitter. I'll have all their contact information in this video as well. And here we are. So this article was just published on the 1st, so yesterday. KPMG and HSBC report names Conflux as one of Asia's leading crypto projects. And that right there, being Asia has one of the highest population of people next to India, is I did want to go ahead and jump on this right away, because when you see news like this, it automatically, to my mind, says future value because the country already knows it has value. Their government already knows it has value from what I can read. And if they believe in it, then I want to try to jump in on this as well. I'm not going to invest all in, but I'm definitely going to put a large amount into this with news like this, because this is stuff you want to look for in upcoming crypto projects, is how they're known and how wide they're known. And Conflux has definitely been making a dip or a splash in the world. So people have slowly but surely beginning to know the name Conflux. If they haven't bought any, they at least know the name. And that's pretty much all I have in this video. If you have any questions about trying to set up liquidity farms or what liquidity farms are out there, feel free to reach out to me on the Crypto Diamond Discord, Crypto Diamond Twitter, or the Crypto Diamond Facebook. And what you want to know now is the details for entering the NFT giveaway contest. So if you want to enter the NFT giveaway contest, you do have to like this video and be a subscriber or subscribe to my channel. And then you have to reach out to me on the Crypto Diamond Discord and the Animal Concerts Discord. Tag me and say a greeting. It doesn't matter what you say. Hello, how's your day? Anything you want to say, but it does have to be tagged in both Animal Concerts and Crypto Diamond Discord. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.